Hai guys, selamat datang lagi di Tigerly Official Gaming Channel, tempat dimana kita bermain game bersama sampai tamat guys. Nah, kali ini kita akan lanjutkan lagi perjalanan kita dengan Clive di Final Fantasy 16. Dan ini sudah cukup jauh ya guys. So, apabila kamu ingin menonton dari awal, silahkan cek dulu playlist video yang ada di sini, karena itu lengkap dari awalnya cerita sampai sekarang guys. Dan juga jangan lupa dibantu untuk subscribe, agar kamu tidak ketinggalan update berikutnya di channel ini. Thank you untuk support kamu ya guys, dan tanpa menunggu lama lagi, mari kita lanjutkan bermain game Final Fantasy 16.
Mid says Odin split the sea in two. She's always been partial to a tall tale. But there's tall, and then there's tall.
I struggle to believe it myself.
I see your uncle isn't with you.
He stayed with the Enterprise. After our brush with the Einherja, she was in urgent need of repair. And my uncle knows a shipwright in Randalar. We're to join him there when we're ready to sail for Ash.
You sure that's wise? Last I heard, the place was still overrun with Akashic.
Show me a city where that isn't true. Ultima's plague is spreading.
We're running out of time, aren't we? We've done our best to shore up the hideaway. But I doubt a few planks will stop what's coming. Still, we'll keep at it. Every little helps, I suppose.
Let's hope so.
Nah, ini guys, kita udah dapetin the power of ice ya. Kita sekarang udah memiliki kekuatannya Shiva guys. Dan ini beberapa cutscene dimana kita bisa melihat kekuatan Shiva ya guys.
I should visit Joshua. Assuming Talia will allow it.
You need anything, you just ask. We might not have your uncle's resources, but resourcefulness we've got in spades.
Alright, thank you Otto. Kita cek dulu guys, ternyata di sini banyak quest guys.
How are you doing? Quick look.
Nah, ini kita ada quest ya guys. Dan ya hampir semuanya ada quest guys sama sekali ya. So cukup banyak ini quest di kali ini. Kita cek lagi handboard kita guys. Nah, untuk handboard masih kosong ya guys. So ya udah, kita langsung aja ngerjain satu side quest yang ada di sini guys. Blacksmith Blues 4 ya. Mana dia? Ini dia.
Heard the bad news then, did you?
What bad news?
About Dravost. Blackthorn's old haunt. With the forge and all that. Well, anyway, the mines just down the road from there are spewing at ether like no one's business.
And the village?
Safe from the flood for now, but they've got other problems. Akashic. Every creature in the area is either turned, or on the way to turning, apparently. Zoltan and the others are living on borrowed time. They need help, and quick. Doris sent a few curse breakers to keep an eye on things, but there's only so much a couple of scouts can do. Except get eaten. If something ain't done soon, the old place will be overrun.
I won't let that happen.
Didn't think you would.
Does Blackthorn know?
I thought it might be better if he didn't. He'd only do something stupid. You reckon we should tell him?
No. It's better this way.
Yeah, well, I can't stand about knowing what's happening out there, so I'm off. I'll see you in Dravost.
Oke guys, sekarang kita pergi ke Dravost saja, tempat dimana desanya si Blackthorn berada guys. Katanya itu diserang oleh para Akashic ya. Kita cek di sini. Nah, ini Dravost ya. So kita langsung aja guys traveling ya. Nah, ini kita udah sampai guys. Kita langsung aja.
So Dravost is still standing. For now at least.
Nah, kita cek dulu guys untuk item ya.
Would you like to see my wares?
Kita beli satu aja. Alright, thank you.
Clive! You're here!
And the Akashic?
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to Doris' scouts and it turns out things are worse than I thought. There's swarms of them out there. Told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. That should buy us some time if we need it. Enough for the villagers to barricade themselves inside their homes, at least.
Well done.
Welcome back, Sid. I'd never have guessed, you know. Not if August hadn't let slip. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravost would turn out to be the realm's most infamous outlaw? Keen to help us out again?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me, did you?
Blackthorn.
Oh, what are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. Zoltan, how long's it been? Long enough for us two to turn into a pair of old codgers, I see.
That your idea of an apology? Prick.
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best. For the village and that.
I did, yeah. But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, our master, didn't leave the chiefdom to the two of us. He left it to me. The best blacksmith in Dravost, barring himself, of course. Bloody stupid tradition, in my opinion. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter for grain. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let that happen to me.
So you wasted half of mine instead.
You're what Dravost needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot the consequences. I may be a selfish prick, but I only did what I felt I had to.
What you had to do was your duty!
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. This is no time for bickering. You can finish beating each other up once Dravost is safe.
Fine. I've said my piece anyway.
Yeah, so have I.
Sorry, Clive. I shouldn't have stuck my nose in. Short enough on time as it is. Still, give us a mo, would you? I need to get my head straight before any of them Akashic try to bite it off.
Dan ternyata si Blackthorn dan juga temannya ini guys masih juga debat ya guys ya.
Prick or not, I won't abandon Dravost to a swarm of Akashic.
Just say the word. The villagers know to keep out of sight when the fighting starts.
Alright.
You, ready for the off then?
We can't afford to waste any more time.
Right you are. Might be worth having one last word with the scouts, though. Don't want any nasty surprises, do we? Oh, and Blackthorn, you and Zoltan might be better off staying inside the...
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls. And there are more coming up from the mines.
What was I saying about nasty surprises?
They'll wash right over us if we stay out in the open. We're pulling back behind the gates.
Good idea. Get yourselves inside, but keep your weapons handy.
Understood.
I'm prepared to fight if I have to.
Well, let's hope you don't. That's our job. Once the scouts are inside, order your men to barricade the gates. No heroic last stands, you hear me? No fighting at all if you can help it.
August's right. I've seen what Akashic beasts can do to armor. The people here are tough and willing, but they ain't equipped to face what's coming.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left. I'll give you as much time as I can.
And if they kill you?
You evacuate. But it won't come to that. I promise.
You'd better be right.
Take good care of Dravost till I get back.
Leave it to me. And give those things what for, yeah?
All right. Which one of you's first?
Alright, langsung aja guys. Oke, udah tewas. Dia akan seruduk kita ini guys. Clear.
Waken wind!
Oke guys, levelnya 36 sekarang ya guys. Oke, dia stagger. Kita menghindar dulu guys, biasa guys, dia ngamuk guys, lagi tantrum ya. Oke, udah mati, muncul lagi guys. Wow, cukup banyak guys. Tapi bisa sih kita kill. Oke, satu tewas, masih ada lagi. Oke, 2 tewas guys, mana lagi? Habis. Ya ampun. Griffin guys. Ini kedua kalinya kita lawan Griffin ya guys. Oke. Jangan stagger guys. Kita langsung bakar aja ya. Sejauh ini Griffin aku hanya ketemu 2 kali ya guys. Pertama Akashic ini, dan yang satu lagi itu di quest yang dahulu ya, sebagai legendary monster yang harus kita lawan guys. Oke, berhasil kita take down guys.
Is that it? Apparently not.
What? Chimera guys?
Past me.
Oh iya. Aduh. Ya, dia stagger lagi guys. Kita hajar aja. Ini pertama kalinya di game ini aku lihat ada Chimera ya guys. Sebelumnya aku belum pernah lawan Chimera ini, dan ya ini jadi new monster juga ya. Which is itu menyenangkan juga guys. Karena selama ini monsternya begitu-gitu aja, jadi agak bosenin ya. Hit point-nya juga cukup banyak ya guys. Wow. Oke, sudah setengah dari hit point-nya guys, habis ya. Oke, come here. Bisa sih guys kita kalahin ini ya. Oh.
Nice try.
To me, blades!
Too slow.
Oke, stagger lagi. Kurasa ini bakal jadi last bossnya untuk event kali ini ya guys ya. Soalnya ini cukup alot dan kurasa ini penutupnya sih guys. So ya, mari kita kill aja ya. Oh, crap. Ya, sesuai harapan guys. Musuh terakhirnya ya. Dan kita coba lihat experience-nya kita dapatin apa aja guys. Lumayan ya, main banyak ya. So, mari kita lihat cerita tambahannya guys.
Oh, the question is, did I miss any?
Man alive! You're still in one piece!
I slew as many as I could.
As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like it. Well, almost.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall. But we got the bastards, don't you worry.
Good. But you do know, more will come in time.
In time, yeah. But we can think about them later. Let's get you back inside.
Oke guys, kita udah kill Akashic tadi ya guys ya. Dan sekarang kita bicara aja guys sama teman kita yang satu ini guys, si Zoltan ya.
Sid, you're even more fearsome than your reputation. Enough to give those Akashic monsters nightmares. I almost felt sorry for the wretched things. But mostly, I felt grateful. Dravoged won't forget what you did today.
I'm afraid I've only delayed the inevitable. There's no getting rid of that ether flood. Meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end up clawing at your walls again.
And that's if the flood don't spread. If it does, well, I hate to say it, but the village's days are numbered.
That may be, but we're staying just the same. With ether floods springing up all over, it's no less safe than anywhere, and more importantly, it's our home. We'll fortify the gates to the north, and I'll see that they're guarded day and night.
All right. Then we'll give you a hand shoring up those defenses.
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravos needed you. So, thanks.
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without talking it over with you first.
Too bloody right you shouldn't. Though I doubt I'd have listened. I always envied you. How you made everything look so easy when, for me, it was anything but. You leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. But what you said earlier, it was true. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally. Something we can agree on. I hope you see the sense of it eventually. You kept this place alive.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but... Dravozhd isn't what it once was. Our work used to be the pride of Dalmekia. Now, we churn out the same rubbish day after day, because it's easy and turns a profit. It's not about the craft anymore. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths are making. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead by example, but no one sees the point. The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our current lot. Come back to us, Blackthorn. Remind Dravozhd what a true master blacksmith looks like. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we can work at the same forge again.
That's a kind offer. Kinder than I deserve. And I wish I could accept, but I'm needed elsewhere. There's people who trust their lives to my steel, and I daren't let them down.
Fair enough.
But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time to time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft, shall we?
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I come calling, yeah?
Knowing him, he'd let you in anyway. Blackthorn. The master smith turned outlaw, back in my good graces. I never thought I'd see the day.
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even better than I'd hoped.
Sid, I've got something for you.
And this is?
A token of our lasting gratitude. But I'm of a mind to make you a far grander gift. Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from chief to chief for generations.
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman equal to the task. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel, and I've learned to own an edge Odin will be proud of. But the engravings on that thing are enough to make a jeweler cry. And they're not just for show, either.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravozhd in the first place? A certain ring? I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer and tongs. So I turned my hand to a different kind of metalwork. Between the two of us, I'd say we're the equal of any master craftsman ever to have graced a forge.
You know what? I think you might be right. Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the Hideaway, would you?
He's more than welcome. As long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan, get your tools. We've got a legend to forge.
With a little help from Blackthorn, I don't see why we can't restore Dravozhd to its former glory. Barring ether floods, that is.
I'll tell you what, Clive. If we pull this off, it will ruin every other sword you've ever held.
I'll get him back to the Hideaway. Don't you worry about that.
Alright guys, ternyata hadiah dari Blacksmith quest yang keempat ini, itu kita dapatin sebuah pedang yang katanya pedang legendaris ya guys. Aku juga penasaran ya. So tanpa menunggu lama lagi guys, mari kita balik ke hardware ya. Nah ini kita udah kembali ke hardware ya guys. Kita langsung aja bicara sama si Blackthorn ya guys ya. Nah ini mereka udah berdua.
The man himself.
We were just about to make a start on that sword I promised you.
It's funny, but none of this would have been possible without your help. You remember Camille? We'll be using his leather work for the grip. The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here. And that whetstone from the outer aisles, that'll be what gives the blade its edge. And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues' engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive.
Now, save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is, then.
Well, bugger me. We actually did it.
The sword to end all swords. Ragnarok.
It's quite something.
I trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you. Both of you.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsman alive, then?
This? Nah. This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history. But we're up for the challenge. Here.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravost.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better than the Ragnarok. Something worthy of a legendary outlaw like yourself.
That's a weapon I'd like to see. You leave this list with me.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you start on the next, who fancies raising a cup to friendship reforged?
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past. It's about time I had something to celebrate.
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's boys are on their way!
Dan guys, kita mendapatkan sebuah pedang namanya Ragnarok ya guys. Dan malah setelah itu kita mendapatkan sebuah desain dari Gutter Damarang. Dan ini adalah pedang legendaris setelah Ragnarok guys. Ini aja udah kuat, gimana kalau pedang yang satu ini ya. Awesome. So let's continue guys. Nah, sekarang guys kita coba pakai itemnya guys. Mana itu? Ngerjain icons. Rune Blade kita ganti menjadi Ragnarok. Naiknya signifikan guys. 275 ke 325. Kita pakai ya. Nice. Kemudian kita cek lagi ke si Blackthorn ya guys ya.
I never thought me and Zoltan would ever speak again, let alone work together. And if it hadn't been for you, we wouldn't. You've been a good friend to me, Clive. The best. So, will it be?
Nah, ini guys, ada item bisa kita crafting, yaitu si Blackbone dan Ice Shard jadi satu ya guys. Dan itu menjadikan pedang dengan 300 damage guys. Ya ini nggak apa-apa, kita crafting aja. Kayaknya selalu di-upgrade terus ya guys.
No scratches, right?
No, thank you. Kemudian kita cek lagi guys. Untuk yang bisa kita crafting, Ouroboros nih masih kurang stone tongue ya guys, satu. Di sini kita juga kurang Stein loincloth ya guys. Dan kalau pedang ya seperti biasa, Gutter Damarang ini kurang guys. Dia butuh Orichalcum 3/3 loh ternyata ya. Dia juga butuh Dark Steel dan Primitive Battlehorn. So ini cukup panjang guys. 375 guys. Kalau yang Ragnarok kan tadi 325 ya. So ada peningkatan 50 lagi. Worth it sih, tapi nanti kita coba cari bersama guys.
Anything else?
Alright, thank you Blackthorn. Nah, kita pergi ke Chimera dulu guys. Kita cek ada item baru nggak?
We've run out of papio nuts and all.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there.
Let's stock up.
Kita cek ya guys. Untuk potion kita apa masih lengkap ya?
Is that all?
Ya, thank you Karen. Next. Reading table ada quest guys. Kita ke reading table ya. Dan di chapter kali ini ya guys, setelah kita lawan Barnabas itu banyak sekali side quest guys. Nah ini ada surat pertama dari Healer Place. Alright, next ke Kapten Doris guys. Nah kita bantuin ya guys untuk si Cole ini.
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me, but I can speak to her at least.
Harusnya si Dory itu berada di sini ya guys. Kita coba cek aja. Kita buka peta dulu guys. Dory, where are you? Ini kali guys. So kita jalan aja ya. Kapten Dory ini dia pemimpin dari mercenary yang sekarang ngebantuin kita. Cuma dia mungkin kurang pede atau gimana ya guys, karena dia takut kalau pilihannya itu salah lah atau gimana. Ya itu sih quality seorang kapten ya, untuk menentukan pilihan tentang krunya harus ngapain.
Where are you?
Can I help you, Sid?
I'm looking for Doris. Is she here?
I'm afraid not. She's at Martha's Rest on a job. My job, actually. When she heard what the mission was, she insisted on going herself. Alone.
Did she? What was the mission?
Following up on some new information. Once they'd settled in, the bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Eyrie were keen to talk about their imprisonment. And about their captor.
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked by the Beastmen. I'll go and find her. She's at Martha's Rest, you say?
If she's not moved on already, yes. I hope everything's all right.
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe Cole was right to be worried.
I would have gone to Martha's Rest with Doris, but she ordered me to stay behind. And I'm not about to start disobeying orders.
Wah ini sih udah kacau ya guys. Masa dia hunting sendiri doang itu questnya? Kita cek dulu guys ke sini ya. Dan confirm nggak ada lagi ya guys, belum muncul untuk monster yang bisa kita hunting. Ya udah guys, kita langsung aja ke Martha's Rest ya. Katanya si Dory di sana dan melakukan misi sendirian lagi. Haya. Nah dia di atas guys. Kita langsung aja ya ke atas.
Assuming she's still here.
The world seems to be changing so fast lately I can hardly keep up. But what I do know is that there's more bad news than good. You can tell that just by looking at people's faces.
Alright.
Want to know how to tell if the world's going to rack and ruin? Look for busy bladesmiths.
Alright. Kita nggak ketemu di mana si Dory ya guys. Katanya di sekitar sini. Lah, kemana si Dory?
I've got greens of all shapes and sizes. Colours too. Just because the heavens have gone to wreck and ruin it.
How do?
Kita cek dulu guys beberapa item di sini ya. Ah, ada tambahan ini doang. Udah guys, nggak ada apa-apanya ya.
Take care out there, eh?
Alright, thank you.
Nearly done.
Ini kayaknya nggak ada guys, apa kita coba ke bawah aja. Loh, enggak, malah disuruh balik lagi. Wey, Dory, kemana kamu?
It doesn't still hurt, does it? It's been a pleasure, Doris. Just like old times.
I'll give your offer some thought, my lady.
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha's Rest?
You. I heard you were out here on your own, tracking our slaver. I trust you're being careful.
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers from the Dragon's Eyrie confirmed a long-held suspicion of mine that the slaver we've been tracking is an old acquaintance. She's no fool. If we'd come in force, she would have spotted us straight away, and then vanished without a trace.
That was her just now, wasn't it? So, was it a fruitful reunion?
I'd say so. She tried to recruit me. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. She's abducted bearers from across the region and is looking to smuggle them back into Sambrek. After her brush with those beastmen on the road to Northreach, she hired herself an Imperial escort, which she wants me to join. She's dangerous, Sid, but I think I can stop her.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort. You can see the bearers to safety. Where are they?
The Baum Archers, soon to break camp. You go on ahead. I'll follow once I've sent word back to the hideaway. She asked me to join her at the Baum Archers. It's a wonder she still trusts me after everything that happened.
Aha, kalau itu pertanyaan kamu, mungkin ini trap aja, bahwa kita ke sana itu akan disergap ya guys. So let's see aja, kalau misalnya itu trap, ya beruntunglah si Cheat bisa pergi untuk ngebantuin ya, atau si Clive lah ya guys ya. So kita langsung teleport aja di sini guys. Nah ini kita udah sampai dan kita jalan ke arah belakang ya. Dan ini tempatnya udah sepi banget guys, nggak ada kehidupan, hanya ada suara gagak ya. Oke, harusnya nggak jauh dari sini. Tuh ada goblin. Kita sapa dulu teman kita yang satu ini ya guys. Hello.
Stay down.
Stay down.
Fire and flame.
Out. Kena magic. Mau lempar magic lagi. Come here. Alright, udah tewas guys. Di sana ada item ya. Oke, kita coba jalan aja.
Good. They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
With all haste, lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless bumpkins. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more and I'll be docking your pay.
Yes, Mom.
Oh, but before you go, it appears we have company. Kill him.
You're welcome to try.
Welcome to try. Susah loh ngebunuh si Clive. Udah tewas. Ada lagi, come here. Haha. Di belakang, wey. Right, next. Udah selesai. Nggak terlalu kuat guys, si pelindung nenek itu ya. Kalau aku lihat dia sudah tua banget sih. Next.
So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I'm not the swordswoman I used to be. I surrender. Do with me as you wish, Sid the Outlaw.
Sid!
Ah, Doris. I take it you're not here to rescue me from our brooding renegade? You know, I always wondered where you'd vanished to. But casting your lot with this criminal of all people...
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be weapons in service of the highest bidder. She raised me like a daughter, and I did terrible things to earn her favor.
It wasn't all terrible, surely. We had our fun, too. You were always so eager to learn, and had such clever hands. All my other children took either to the blade or to the books. Always either or. But you proved yourself a master of both. That's why I kept you for my own. How about it, my little dagger? Care to swear that blade to me again?
I never swore my blade to you, nor will I ever. I fight for a higher cause, to liberate the bearers of this world. Farewell, Master. Thank you for making me the weapon I am.
You always were a righteous child. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. Not anymore. And she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though. Her connections at the Imperial Court will see that justice is done.
All right. If you're certain.
I am. And thank you for everything. Now, I better let these bearers know that they're safe.
And I should head back to the hideaway and put Cole's mind at ease.
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across the border.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly. Oh, and your letter. You don't need to worry about Doris anymore.
I'd been hoping as much. She mentioned one or two things in her report. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former master. Wish I'd known. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sandbreak. Went quietly, or so we're told. And she won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers, but it's none too fond of black market traders either. Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't. But don't worry. She'll be all right.
I hope so. Suppose you should know, eh? You had quite the past yourself before you came here, or so I understand. Anyway, thanks again, Sid. The Cursebreakers would be lost without Doris. And you, of course.
Keep up the good work, Cole.
And finally kita udah nyesain quest dimana akhirnya si Dory itu udah lega banget ya guys, bahwa dia sudah menghentikan semua kejahatan dari tuannya yang lama, the former masters. And that's it ya guys untuk video kali ini. Thank you banget udah menonton sampai endingnya guys. Dan jangan lupa juga dibantu untuk subscribe ya guys, agar kamu tidak ketinggalan update berikutnya. Plus kamu akan ngebantu channel ini biar bisa tumbuh dan berkembang guys. Thank you untuk support kamu ya. Sampai jumpa lagi di chapter berikutnya. Stay gaming and stay happy.